Aloha, I'm Stan Cox, principal broker and strategist with SC Finance Strategies and Insurance Consultants. I'm also the author of the books on the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy, and I'm the managing director of the Hawaii Financial Free Thinkers Academy, a nonprofit financial literacy education organization. Now, for the past several years, I have focused on and specialized in the infinite banking concept and the tax-free cash growth warehouse finance strategy. Money is an illusion. What? That's right. Well, what do I mean by that? Cash money, whether paper or coin, is just an agreed on representation of value for trade. It certainly isn't traded for the actual real value it contains. For example, how much is a piece of paper worth, really? A couple of cents? A ream of 500 sheets of printer paper sells for around $8. That's 1.5 cents per sheet. What about coined money? Now, this is really interesting and it's kind of weird. A $50 coin has about $2.40 worth of silver in it and about 33 cents of copper at today's spot prices. A penny has 3 cents worth of copper in it. Crazy, right? So US coined currency is worth more than it's traded for in just the scrap value of the metals. And paper currency, in reality, is only worth the value of the paper and ink it's printed with, which is, given the cost of the special paper and inks used, a few cents. And paper currency is traded for values of $1 to $100. This is what it's evolved to. Way back in the day, real gold and silver were used as currency, and they were traded according to their actual values by weight, pretty much. In the modern economy, values are simply assigned and agreed on for use in trade. Take checks, for example. A check represents that the bearer has the value written on the check held in the institution that the check is written against, and that value will be paid on demand. But is it really? In most cases, the agreed on value will simply be transferred from one account to another electronically. The actual cash money isn't moved at all. In fact, for the most part, there is no cash money being held. That is what fractional reserve banking refers to. You see, banks are allowed to operate as though they actually have cash holdings equal to the amount of cash valued instruments that they circulate, even though they actually only have 10% of that amount in holdings. That includes checks and loans. So in reality, cash money is an illusion. Now, let's look at how you can take advantage of that fact. With a participating whole life insurance policy, there is a cash value account that earns cash value as premiums are paid. Then that cash value is credited with dividend interest, and that dividend interest is compounding. When the policy is designed properly and issued by the right provider, you can virtually double the cash value in your account anytime you choose. Now, here's how you do that. You simply take a policy loan. Now, here's the trick. You see, policy loans aren't actually borrowing the cash from the policy cash value in your account. The loan is coming from the insurance provider's general account. How much you are able to borrow is based on how much cash value is in your account. So your cash value is being used as collateral for the loan, but your cash value remains fully intact within your account and earning that compounding dividend interest. So how is that doubling your cash value? Remember, your cash value remains intact within your account and earning that compounding dividend interest. At the same time, you take possession of up to 95% of your cash value as a policy loan. Now, let's say, for the purpose of illustration, you have $10,000 in cash value in your whole life account. You then take a policy loan for $9,500. You can do anything you want with that $9,500. You can pay bills, take a vacation, invest in something, anything you want. So think of it this way. If you put a stack of $250 bills on a table, you have $10,000, right? Now, if you set a mirror down in front of that stack of 50s, you have virtually 2 stacks of $250 bills. And now the value is $20,000. I know. It's an illusion, but that's all it really is anyway. The mirror represents your cash value account within your participating whole life policy, or what we call your tax-free cash growth warehouse. So now you have $10,000 earning dividend interest in your whole life account here. And at the same time, you have $9,500 that you're using to finance something you want to buy. It's kind of like magic, which is illusion. You have $10,000 earning gains for you and another $9,500 in hand to use any way you want. Again, cash money is simply a representation of value for trade. But hey, this works to increase your value for trade to nearly double what you have in your account. And you can do this over and over and over again. This is the basis of the infinite banking and the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy. Now, as a smart business person, you do want to repay your policy loans, but you can repay them anytime in any amounts that you want. You aren't obligated to a repayment schedule that the institution determines for you, as is the case with bank loans. And even if you don't repay the loans, your cash value account just keeps on growing for you with the compounding dividend interest. Now, there is some interest charged to you for policy loans, but that loan interest is less than the dividend interest being paid to your cash value. And the loan interest is simple interest, while the dividend interest paid to your account is compounding. And that really makes a big difference and results in considerable positive arbitrage in your favor. And interest on loans that are used for business or home improvements or investments are tax deductible. All the while, the compounding dividend interest paid to your account is tax-free. So for these reasons, and the really unlimited applications that you can put this strategy to use for, makes the tax-free cash growth warehouse infinite banking strategy the most powerful finance strategy in history. And if you found this to be helpful, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. And please also post your questions and comments. For a more complete explanation of the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy, you can watch our free 60-minute webinar. The link is in the description box below. The link to buy my books on Amazon.com is also below. And if you'd like to book a free consultation, phone consultation with me, the link to my Calendly page is also below. And if you'd like to apply to become a client of ours, that link to the application to become a client is also below here. You know, we're here to help, and we look forward to helping you. Aloha and mahalo for watching.